Welcome, everyone, to the Canadian Hunter Derby Western Final Press Conference. Brent, we'll start with you. Congratulations on the win. Can you tell us a little bit about the winning horse and what went well for you tonight?
Well, it was a great course, and he hasn't shown a lot, as in classical, has not shown a lot this year, and it was really interesting. Last year, I was really pumped and ready to come here with him, which I did, and he hurt himself last year here, but he had quite a bit of training and quite a bit of work went into last year's performance, and this year it was really nice to be able to just get here, show him, and he walked in, and he really, really enjoyed the ring. He really enjoyed everything that was asked of the course, and I was really happy with him.
The track set by Peter Holmes gave riders options to practically every fence on the course. Did you have a particular plan going in that you stuck with, or did you change some things along the way once you felt how he was jumping early on?
Once you jump the course once, which was really fun because I did have 3 times to go around, once you jump the course the first time, I was surprised myself. Like, I knew 1 and 2, how that would ride. 3 rode very different for me on my first horse. I was surprised, actually, because my plan, and on my third horse, I liked my ride the best because it was inside. My horse didn't really know it was going, and there was another inside option, which I thought was a little handier. And it was just, there were some nice options in that course.
Rodney, for you, you had multiple horses in the class as well. Second place on that final ride. What did you learn from that first trip that you could apply to the second horse, and what did you expect from that track when you walked it?
Both horses are so very different. The first horse basically doesn't have a heartbeat, and the second one is so nervous and tense. So the rides had to be so completely different on either horse. But of course, being able to ride it once, you have a sense of how things come up and where to look and turn. And they were just so very different. There's really not a comparison.
I'm going to tread lightly when I say you two are a little bit older than our 4th place finisher here. Anya, how does it feel when you go into a class knowing that you really are the young gun at 13 years old? Does it make you a little bit nervous when you step up to some of these big classes against the pros?
Yeah, I've been, since we're trying to get up into the big equitations and the hunters, and I'm starting to be the youngest in a lot of this stuff. So it's hard, but I like the challenge. So
obviously a very exciting class for you, and something else probably exciting is before the press conference started, we heard Bobbie Reber come in, the judge from tonight, and say how much she loved you and your horse and the trip you had tonight. How does it feel to hear that from someone who you know judges so many of these big classes?
It's really amazing. This is a really big dream and goal for me to get to do these hunter derbies and equitations and everything. So I'm really happy about tonight.
Congratulations. You made it so fun to watch. And Bobbie, we'll finish it off with you. I talked to you before the class about what you're looking for, and you stressed that this is a hunter class first and foremost, but we did see some of those risks taken. Can you talk about what you saw and what you liked from this group this evening?
Well, basically, Brent came in and showed everybody how to do it. With a horse like that, horse jumps in beautiful form. You know, he's maybe not the best mover in the world, but in the derbies, we've gotten a little bit away from that as long as we show scope and the big jump that we want. So that horse showed lots of scope, jumped in beautiful form. Brent was spot on with his track. And basically, you had to love it. I mean, he did everything that you'd want to do or want to see. And then the second placed horse is a beautiful type. I mean, he's the type that we'd like to see in the hunter. He jumped some good fences. He was nervous a few jumps where he had some rubs, but I forgave him because there was the jumps that he jumped well. He jumped 10 out of 10. And Rodney did a beautiful job and took the high options and was able to, just with this high option in his handy. And one thing about Rodney, he's a great galloper. So that was, to me, you know, some of the areas that he could excel at. And then this little squirt here, I'm telling you, blew me out of the water. I mean, when she turned to that first high option, I'm like, no way, no chance. And I mean, jumped it easy. And, you know, the horse to me is a normal horse. He is a good jumper. He's a little offensive at the movement, but he is a good jumper. And she rides. I mean, she's the next Aaron Ballard. I mean, she rides. I mean, she rode fantastic. I was blown away. I couldn't. I mean, I would have liked to let her be first. But she made a little bubble.
Yes.
But anyway, it was such a fun class. Peter's course was great. I loved all the options he gave him. The jumps were beautiful. It's not easy to build a derby course like that in an arena that small, and even though it's a big arena. And I told Peter, I said, you save this course in your file for anywhere. That course could be put in a big ring. It could be at the big Thunderbird grass ring. It could be in the indoor. I mean, I thought it was a super course. And it'll be really great to see what he's going to do tomorrow. It'll be more exciting.
Wonderful. Well, thank you all so much for joining us, and we'll see you again tomorrow night, hopefully back in the winner's circle. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.